Oh, hello. Hello, it's alive. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. I fixed it. I fixed it. There. Okay. Hello. Good evening. Let us do the Zoom thing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Got an awesome weird lighting thing set up because I decided to go something a bit different for today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful and fantastical day. Everyone scatter, run! The hedgehog is back. Okay. Note to self: when mucking about with moving things around, make sure everything's plugged in properly. Because, yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. It wasn't that my microphone wasn't plugged into my PC, it's that the cable in the actual physically back of the microphone had come unplugged during moving. And my microphone is wrapped in foam with a really old CD holder wrapped around it as well, just because it all fits very nicely. I've got a blue snowball, and so that was interesting to try and pull apart and figure out. So, yes. Hello. Good evening, Gary. Hello. Good evening, Norman. Hello. It's not got above 1 there. Oh, yes. It said it's -2 here. It's not been above 5 according to the van. I've been out working in all day. It's cold. Not tropical at all. So yes. Yeah, cold. Very cold. Very cold. Yes, Wanderer, hello, good evening. I hope you're having a good day. And Bug, hello. Even though it's a very cold day, it is a very cold day, yes. Yeah, oh, I need to move these windows around. Hold on. That way. That's better. Okay. Now I have to look all over there to see my see the stuff. So, yes. Okay. So yes, it's a little cold here today. I managed to get to 21 seat. I mean, yeah. It's warm down there right now. It's okay. We'll be in the height of summer over here, and it'll be freezing down there soon enough. But how is everyone today? Are you all having a fantastic and wonderful Monday, or Tuesday? I hope you're having a fantastic, wonderful days. Got 30 yesterday, a bit warm. Yeah, 30. Yeah, that's the fun. And anything above, 28, 30 is not a lot of fun to be at. It's not bad, but it's not a lot of fun to be working in. So yeah. Especially when the roads and things are actually at about 50 or 60 degrees. So, yeah. But, yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. So hopefully nothing else is broken. I hope this is all working absolutely fine. I keep adjusting myself because I keep... There we go. That's better. I think the... Nope, it's not. My camera's not actually physically looking at me. Is that better? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Might have to reset some stuff. Yes, I've moved all my room around. Just basically swap things from one side of the room to the other side of the room. Purely so that I could be... That's interesting. That's better. There we go. Yeah. So a lot of people could not work out things to across the how to do it. Let's try reading that again with actual putting all the words in the sentence. We sent a lot of people who could not work things out to your stream across. Thank you very much. Awesome. How long is the Crust demo available for? Why does Steam always lose its icon in my system tray? the class. Where is it? There. Oh, there's an update for it. How long is Steam's current fest thing going on? It apparently isn't. It's apparently finished. Is the thing of taking down tomorrow? Oh, okay. Okay, so we won't, yeah. Because I was thinking of going back into it if it's available again still, and just seeing how quickly I can complete it. I know that sounds a bit weird, but just being like, I'm going to do the absolute bare minimum to get the stuff done they want done. When they say build a room at least 120 tiles, make it literally 10 by 12. But just, you know, that sort of thing. Make it as tiny as you possibly can. Put in loads of brickworks, all that sort of stuff. Make it really, really fast. But, yeah. We'll see if it's still available tomorrow. We'll make it up from there. Today we're going to play Techtonica though. That's what we're doing. We're going to go back into this. We're going to play some more. We're going to do some thingamies. Because I've been mining some stuff out, so hopefully we have space to build the factory. Which would be nice, hopefully. But yeah. The Big Kahuna did it in 1.3 hours. Did it in 2. Whoa. I mean, if it's fastest to the game over screen, that's easy. Yeah. Did I get the mod update? I did not. I did not even look if there were mod updates. Maybe I should do that for... what have we got? What do we got? Oh, scan grenade as well. I need to install that. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out the upgrades. Because I'm doing this all. I should really just get the app for it, the Thunderstrike or whatever. But let me grab these. So there's a lot of grenades. I also want to try the scan grenade. It seems like a thing I should give a try to. See if that's any good. Yes. Oh, I'm missing one. What am I missing? Ooh. Oh, I broke Rimrot. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Which is the devs that asked that. What, the scan grade one? Awesome. Right. So the building picker has been updated. Sorry, I should have been better prepared for this. I'm sorry. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Let's go with that one. Right. So now go over to the Steam. Browse local files. Don't need that one anymore as well. I don't need the right click drag. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hopefully changing the mods won't affect the whole shebang. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think. Didn't even think about looking at the mods or anything. I don't know. Just didn't think about it. Anyway, there we go. I've updated them all that I have with the latest versions. So we can now do the thing. Do the thing. Play the game. If it'll capture. The capture. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Zoom. Oh, got an achievement as well. Blast award. Construction of a blast furnace. A blast smelter. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Right, yes. We're here. I fixed the belts. That was not fun. That was delete them all and put them back in again. So yeah. So it does, OBS does take a long time trying to capture Techtonica. So yeah. But yeah. Did I did turn the audio down. Okay. My headset must be that. Okay. Yes. So we're here. Yes, we now have oh, excuse me. We now have I also installed the Bard's Theft mod so that we can pick up random stuff. Builder picker, stack filter inserters, in-place upgrade 01, scan grenade, smart rail 03, and the container resize 01. So 102. So yes. Okay. Put these all in here, and I just realized that we could actually use monorails to move this round. But what I'm thinking is that if we go with the monorails, I'll put the monorail station opposite there, in there. That's an issue where you can't open doors. Okay. Right. Well, we shall see. We shall see what happens. It's just that I wanted to go up over. I can't change it. I always bring the map up thinking I can scroll around it. I wanted to go over where the power wheels are. You know, you find a power and pick them up and put them in a better with power generation. Have our power generator all up there. So that was going to be the plan. So we'll try it, and if it goes wrong, then I know that's what the issue is, and we can get rid of it and try something else. And unless it completely balks the doors entirely, if it does that, then I probably want to get rid of it before I go for any doors. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. So if we want to do a second floor. Second floor is going to be at this height here. It's going to have 10, so it goes up to, I said 9, but yeah. But anyway, we want to put in machines and stuff that do the things, because that's what we want to do. We want to do the things. We want to make things. Not this here. This can all be shut down right now. So yeah. What's now removing the mod stores? Okay, so if we have an issue, we'll just remove the mod and see how it goes from there. So yeah, okie dokie. Okie dokie. Build ourselves a wall. There we go. Okay. Let's put lights and things in as well. So I might have the ceiling. We might. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. So what do we want? what do we want? I suppose what we want is to go through and probably build ourselves an assembler making assemblers would be the first thing to do. So I'd also like to have boxes being made as well. What are containers required to be made? Iron components and iron ingots. We should do that as well. Let's do the very first one as being containers. So I don't want to do this. So if we run a line down, it's going to be on top of all of these. I don't know what any of these are going to be at the moment. We'll figure that out later. Okay. So the line will come down, and there'll be one more on the floor, maybe. So I'll put that one in just so we've got it there as well. So the lines have to come down. So that means the minimum closest line would be there. I want to go to at least this line here. And I don't need to leave. I was going to leave a space down the edge there, but I don't need to leave a space down the edge there because we're not going to have stuff come in from over there and come back in again. It's the only thing that's going to be from over there is the limestone, maybe, and that can go up and along the path. So we can kind of go right here. So let's put our boxes in. That'll do. Boom. Okay, you are going to make storage containers. Okay, you want iron and iron components. And I'm not really fussed about the speed of this one, so we're just going to do one machine at a time. Once again, this weird thing happened as well, that I can't always look at containers from certain angles. Strange. What I actually want to do is I want to move that over by one. So, right, can we come down here? We can't really. This is the closest we can come down. So this all needs to be moved over. So the machines would have to go there, there. The box can go there on the end of it rather than the center of it. Then we have iron. We want iron, which is that one. Down to there. You are going to be doing those, and you are going to be doing those. You need 60 a minute. You're only going to produce 45 a minute, so that's fine. That's fine. So I do one of those. And you want 45 a minute, so we'll do those for the minute. Now I put the box on the end there because I was thinking I could put it onto a belt to come out this way, but then I realised I don't want to do that because we have the final machine plugged directly in. That. So there we go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Right. So the next machine is going to go here. I'm going to try and leave. I don't know how much of a gap in between them because they obviously some of them will have belts down both sides. So, but I'll leave some form of a gap in between them. 3 tiles, I think. And you're going to want to make assemblers. So we have you making assemblers as well, like that. This is going to require kindle vine, so that's the thing we need to bring in. That's going to be our first. It's going to be this belt here. It's going to be kindle vine. Okay. Okay, so you want Kindle, you want wire, and you want. So let's say you are going to be components, mechanical components like that. You're going to be wire. So you make 22.5 a minute. You make 22.5 a minute. You actually want way more than that, but again, this is not one that I'm fussed about speed wire. In fact, nothing I'm really fussed about is speed related in this game. Nothing. I'm not worried about making things optimally fast for any reason, because we can just wait for it. It's not like the only thing that I'd like to actually make sure is up to speed would be things like research. So making sure there's enough research going on, enough buildings in place to run the research all the time. So. Right, okay, so you want Kindle iron, components, and wire. You make 22.5, you make 22.5. So we can run a build up here. How much Kindle iron do you want? 112. Ooh. George, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a good day. So the Kindle vine can come down here and there. That'll be fine. So that's Kindle vine and wire coming in. The wire's only going to be a fast inserter anyway. That's going to be a fast inserter there. And if it's a fast inserter there, we might as well just make it a fast inserter in there because it's going to be slow anyway. It's not going to have enough wire. It's not going to have. We're going to make it 22.5. Anyway, so we'll put that in there. That's fine. Then we need to bring down iron and copper for this machine and iron for this machine. Which is going to be interesting. So, Kindle iron's going to come down. Actually, let's see what I might do. If I bring Kindle iron down this side, so if I was to bring Kindle iron down there, which is going to be this row. Oop doop 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 doop. Oop. Oop. Up. No. Up. Thank you. Oop. Oop. Then we bring out, because of the way we designed this, provided we bring out the lowest one first, we can put iron on top. Iron would go down to there. However, I then can't do it with the copper. You're not gonna do that because of that one. No, you're not gonna let us do that, are you? No, you're not, are you? If I remove that. Is that? Well, that works. But will that work after a reload? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think this is going to work for us anyway, so we run copper down. Yeah, we couldn't take off of that line, that belt there. Okay, okay. So Because I'm not convinced this is going to survive a reload. Disconnect this here. Try and keep this as far away from each other as it possibly can go. Run iron and copper down here. Iron is going to go down to there. And copper, this might not even work from the copper perspective anyway. Copper's going to come down to here. This way. No, it did work. Awesome. Okay. And then we're just going to have fast inserters. Not that you need a fast inserter at all. And you don't need fast inserters either, but nah. Yeah, okay. That sort of thing. And then this is going to require kindle of iron, which is going to come down from here. From that one to there. Okay. So. Kindle of iron we will have to deal with later. That's this one. This one's going to be kindle of iron. We'll have to deal with that later. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The bus like this is quite nice. Having them all right on the ground level and poking them up by one. Is how I used to do it. I used to have them all at the ground level and they just they poke up by one when they want to come out. So yeah. Won't use a filter inserter to mark the belt. That's not a bad idea. The only drawback to it is that I'd have to actually click on the filter inserter to know what it is. Do filter inserters show their icon when you use the alt mode? Because obviously mine don't. So yeah. Real life interfering? Oh no. Real life always comes first. Yeah. In alt mode, yes, they do. Oh, okay, right. So that's yeah. Mine don't. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to build a inserter factory. Actually, there is something else I want to do. Tell light. I want to come to here and limit this down to just having 2. And then do the same here. Limit this down to just having 2. Oh, there you go. Okay. So what I'd like to do is build a system here where I can have unfortunately I can't have just one chest with multiple things inside it because that's not how the game lets you do things. I can't filter these to be a certain thing unless I put like one in and then when I come to collect them, right click to pick out half of them. That would work. That would actually work. Really confused why stack inserters are sorted after chests. And also, I don't think that's the order they are in the assembler either, is it? I think the order in the assembler is different to the sort order. Yeah, it goes inserter, long, filter, fast, stack. And in your inventory, it goes inserter, long, fast, filter, stack. So those two are the wrong way around. These two are the wrong way around too. So if I did that, that, that. So, yeah, it's one of those ones that these two are the wrong way around, and for some bizarre reason, the chest is in between this. I don't know where. I don't know where. Yeah, things in here are not in the same order. Like this makes a much better sense order wise. You look at how things are laid out in here. Other than we haven't got thresher mark 2s. But then in your inventory, they don't line up to the same thing. Like that, the smelters come before the assemblers. Whereas the assemblers are, yeah. So it's weird. I don't know why. So that's just the way it works. It's just the way they've done it. So yeah. So if I did that and then limited this to be yeah, whatever, like that. Then when I come to pick them up, I just have to right click to pick them up to make sure the correct items go into them. If I pick up like the entire stack of those, fast insert might go in there instead. So, yeah, so I just right click to pick up half of them instead, which would be fine because if that's what we want, that's fine. So I need to make each and every one of these in a machine here and have the belts come along and feed this thing. The reason I want to do it that way and not have them all individual is because when you're making inserters, they just require components, which is fine. But then if you want to make long inserters, you need the original inserters. And then if you want to make the field inserters, you need original inserters. And the fast ones require. Everything needs normal inserters apart from the stack ones. So it doesn't make sense building 3 lots of inserters because I'm pretty sure this makes 45 a minute. And then you know, here you want 30 a minute. So yeah. You want 45 minutes, so you want your own. Maybe it will be easier just doing it that way, actually. Yeah, I think it will actually be easier just doing it the way I did it originally. So, okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So, we want to have a belt come down here. Didn't actually add any space in between these two, so let's make sure we have at least one space in between these two. We want a belt coming down here. You are going to make inserters. We'll go into a box here. This box is going to have one storage space. You're actually making 45 a minute, aren't you? With that behind it, doing components, correct? Yes. Okay. You technically want 2 of them, but we're not doing that. We're not right about it. So what are you doing? 20, 22. So we'll do a faster set there. This one can be iron. Mechanical components are like, yeah, I'm really not sure about how many. Yeah, I think mechanical components are used in a lot of places, aren't they? So you want mechanical components, you want copper components, you want electric motors and the previous conveyor belts. But interesting, our building thing has got fast inserters and filter inserters. Yeah, that's interesting. So that's a different way around here than it is in the actual machine. So, okay, so that's the correct order of yeah. We'll do it this way. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. That's fine. It's fine. Oop. Okay. You're going to be in. Okay, and then between here we will have hold on. We want to have that set up. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so in between here we'll have. No, got to do it from the top. Got to do it from the top. Yeah. Okay. Doop. You are gonna make that. You're gonna make so much stuff. You're gonna make a filter, which also requires mechanical components. You might be right about the mechanical components. Maybe we should put them on the bus. Yeah. It should kind of be the first thing, because then that prevents me having to run these lines in like this. So, you're not doing anything because you don't have any kindle line, do you? Alright, I'm going to pick you up. We're going to move you because we're going to make this be a mechanical components, which isn't going to drop into a chest. So if you are going to make us zoom mechanical components, how much you make? You make 22.5 a minute. How could I get... Actually, no, that's easy. We run a copper line down here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if I turn it off, then and I sort it all out with like the inserters, and then I turn the assembly machine thing back on again, the inserters won't be fast enough to do it. So because unfortunately there's no there is tech that increases the speed that assemblers run at. Yeah. But there's no tech that increases the inserters. How much they can move, which is very annoying. So, oh, hello, good evening. Yeah, there is for stat. Yeah, so yeah, so they're all running at 15. So if I what did that? That becomes 18.75, and then 22.5. So they would normally run at 15. Carl, this is all about building a factory on in an alien world. We are underground. We were in giant caverns and things in an alien world, and we have to get all the resources going to, well, the original plan is send it back to Earth to save planet Earth. But things went a bit wrong. And the factory that was already supposed to be here has gone missing. So just trying to, yeah, we're building a factory. That's what it is. We're building a factory. That's what we do. Yeah. Right. So if I'm pressing the wrong buttons, turn that one off. That goes up to 18.75. Let's just turn them off completely, and we'll build it to these numbers. So like that's a normal inserter, and then we'll accelerate it later, and they'll starve a little bit, and it'll be fine. But I want to change this here. I want to so I want to delete all of this completely right now. Redo it because we want. Put mechanical components on the bus to start with, and I need to preempt what other things I might need to add to the bus before we do anything. So I can't think what else might need to go on the bus, like maybe circuits, like advanced circuits. Oh god, I removed loads of stuff there. Oops. Rather than just single clicking and it it removes loads of bits and pieces behind you. So yeah. The thing is, I've only got 10 lines, and all 10 lines were used in the previous place with things. So yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing is, if we bring down here the iron line, and what I want to do is I want to run it can they go on top of it? And can I get the copper to come out on top of the iron? Okay, that did connect. I don't know why it didn't connect over here then. It was being a little strange. I'm not sure why. It might have been this one underneath here that it didn't connect on. So when they're on top of each other, it does appear to work. So okay. And then what we can do is we figure out where here somewhere. The first assembler wants to be here. What I want to do is want to remove that. Do that. Okay. I want to repeat this as many times as we need to. So mechanical components, components. Okay, and that will be well, that'd be 150 a minute. About 480. Yeah. That'd be, so that's 30, 60, that's 75. So that would be 150. I'd like to saturate a belt, but I don't know how. I mean, that if we did saturate a belt, that would be an entire iron line dedicated to making components. So maybe we'll do half of it. So yeah. Is there any base resource to go? It's you don't actually send anything back because, as I said, stuff's gone a bit weird. We came to this planet because it was very close to Earth. It was on a flyby. We came to the planet. They built a giant factory. Something went wrong. You've woken up, and the factory's gone. And like where all these things should be, there's not. There's wrecked buildings and stuff's all really wrong for it. So, yeah. Yeah, only one. Yeah. So I just want to. So you're trying to uncover what's going on with it, but to uncover it, you have to go to these production terminals, and you have to tell them to do certain things. So, like the current production terminal wants reinforced iron frames, reinforced copper frames, relay circuits, conveyor belt mark twos. So you have to build all those things, give it to the terminal to upgrade to the next tech tier, to then find the next piece of the story. And it does have a story to it as well. You've got lots of exploration to do, and I'm just kind of hooked up on the the building part of it. So yeah, so if I build this to be 240 is what I wanted to do. If I build 240, so we use half an iron belt line. It's a Mark 1. It's running on a Mark 1 line, basically. Then I know I've got so many components we can use in places. We're not going to use that many of them, but I was thinking that's probably good. Although 150 also seems like a good number to me right now because it's just easy to do. Ah, no. Okay. Need to run this all the way down. Yeah. Remove every piece. This, because I need turn it and bring it down instantly so it's flat, so the inserters can pick up from. I don't know if inserters can pick up from a diagonal about this pointing down. I've not tried it. I don't know. Now that's interesting. So that one worked when I put it in to do it that way. The rest of them did not. Strange. Okay, you're running your you want to be making components. 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 Okay. Run a line out. And right. So I don't want to plug this in. So I want to actually save this row. I was going to say I want to save it for a lantern, but I don't think. I think we need more than one row of a lantern, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to need more than one row of a lantern. But I want to save the top ones for like a lantern and limestone. So that's going to be lantern. That's going to be limestone. That's going to be. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. No, it does not matter. Don't need to save anything for anything. We'll just do that. There you go. Put on. Okay. And then we will have to disconnect this line here. Which is this line here. That's a no. Don't connect that one. Oop. Okay, you're only making 15 a minute. And even if we upgrade the tech, you are only inputting 20 minutes, so you can only make 20 minutes, so that's fine. We go from 150 to 200 a minute if we upgraded. So there we go. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So along, it's going to be needed every frigging where. Right. Okay. So now, assembler making assemblers. What do you want? What do you need to make assemblers? You need mechanical kindle vine and wire. So you're going to make wire. Oop. You want mechanical components, which is very conveniently right smack back here. You want copper. Copper from there and run copper down to there, and we will do kindle vine, which I don't know. I suppose we'll assign kindle vine to the next line. Do you know what? I think I might. I'm not all that fussed about speed for this. I really am not. Just basically want you to make 50 assemblers, because we're going to use up our assemblers to build things, and then I need more of them. So actually do 100 assemblers. What do you want? You want... Yeah. Use fast inserters. Go as fast as you can. You're not going to build that fast. You want 60 a minute, and we're only producing 15. We're literally running this at a quarter speed. And instead of 7.5 a minute, it's going to make 2, just under 2 a minute. So at least it would if the kindle vine was connected. Okay. So that one's going to be kindle vine. Okay. Okay. So you've got a copper in you. That's fine. Let's come over here. Maybe we could have a metro station on the roof. I think I want to have two floors in here, which is a great big waste of space, realistically. So because if you had a metro station, then I wouldn't have to worry about bringing in belts so far. Okay, let's go and see. There we have no kindle vine on the map because the kindle vine stems are backing everything up. The stems go into here to make plant matter frames. So I do want to kind of tear this down and rebuild it at some point, but I was hoping to plug some Kindle Vine in right now to get things working over there. But we're not going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to do that. It's not going to work. You are... That's interesting. You are not accepting any more fuel in there. Why is that? Why are you not inputting any more fuel? Get that piece out. Okay, you're not accepting any more fuel. Fine. Okay. I'll leave you for a minute. I don't think it's sending any fuel either because the fuel's not being used because we have no explosives. So we can't do anything with the explosives. The Atlanta is moving though. Why is the Atlanta moving? Something's still working down here. Oh, they haven't limited the chips. Okay. Because in order to get our mining working, we need the explosives. And in order to get the explosives working, we need nothing that is actually going to be made over in the factory. Everything that's going to be made that's needed for this is made from the threshers. Right. Well, you got a bit of belts there. I did not limit that. I built the new storage container and did not limit it. Oh, did I do the same here? No, this one was limited still already. Okay. Right, okay. Take out this one. What's this being made here? God, I didn't limit those either. I know we want a lot of them, but the floor is powered, and the power is here. We have hydroelectric. We are running loads of wheels. The wheels run the turbines. The turbines are all connected via floor pieces, and they go up there. Hey, get off. They go to there, and that goes up there, and that powers our entire factory. So yeah, so this is the only form of power in the game is the crank generators, and you can either manually crank them, as I don't have it on me, but if you have one, you can click on it and then actually crank it, and it runs for 5 minutes, or you can connect it to the water wheels and get extra power. So, but I do want to go somewhere else. There's a bigger river. There's a bigger river further upstream, so I want to. I would like to. Excuse me. I would like to use the bigger river. Hydro is currently the only way. Yes. There's no other power generation other than manual cranking, which is you have to click it every 5 minutes. You have to remember to come in and click it to wind it up, basically. I would like them to add other stuff into it. Particularly, I'd like them to add stuff that uses, like, you can burn fuel to make power. but I don't think they will. Because your smelters, these things, obviously they use fuel. They need fuel. So they've got a fuel system in the game, so I just kind of wish they'd have a generator that generates there. There's no solar because there's no surface. We're all underground. The entire game is underground. This is all caves, and you can't dig to the surface. If you dig up a certain way, you hit an invisible, well not invisible, you hit a very visible solid metal barrier thing, because we're supposed to be deep under the crust. We are miles and miles and miles under the crust. So, yeah, I would like them to add either a fuel burning generator, which you put different, because there are different fuel types. So you got like Kindlevine stems, which says, you can just about see it there, fuel power of 25. Plant matter is fuel power of 10. Kindlevine extract doesn't have any. Biomass has got a upgraded a power of 40, but it can be upgraded. You can make it stronger. So yeah, and then we've got this lantern, which is not uranium. It's a lantern. It's this glowy green rock. So yeah, but it's definitely not a lantern. But it would be nice if you could make an lantern reactor and you had to provide it with coolant all the time. Otherwise it would go boom. Or something like that. I don't know, maybe it just shut down. Maybe we'll go. It just do the Factorio thing of just not working. It would just shut down. And they could even do the Factorio thing. You could have that lantern reactor that heats up to a certain temperature, and if it overheats, it shuts down, and then you've got to set the coolant system up for it, and then wait for it to slowly build up to power again. So if you mess up the coolant going into it, it then takes a long time to rebuild, which might cause you problems. You'd have to manually feed it and do things. So yeah, I feel like Atlantum could be their nuclear power system. They just call it an Atlantum reactor instead, which would be cool. Maybe I should learn how to mod the game. Not that I know if you can actually add things via modding. I don't know of any mods that have added stuff to the game so far. It's all modifying what's currently in the game so far. Very similar to how Minecraft started off, where everybody was just modifying what was already in the game. So yeah, mods are not officially supported, but we already have them. I'm already using some mods, which is awesome. Some of the mods are fantastic. Specifically this one for the metro system. The metro system is a wonderful thing, which lets you very quickly transport goods around rather than using belts. The problem is that it munches power. It has these little carts here, which can store up to, I think, 60 items by default. It can send 60 items to go. But the way it works is that if it has one item in it, it will send a cart. And it uses the same power to send one cart as it does to send 60. So yeah, they're not very well balanced. But we have a mod, which written by the Unfound Bug, who's in chat now, which fixes that so it doesn't send stuff. I'm just very confused as to why it's not accepting items anymore. Maybe it does that in the latest update. I didn't read the update notes. I just updated the mod and didn't read them, because I'm really good at doing that. Really good at not reading patch notes. Yeah. Right. Power-wise, I think we're good anyway. Yeah, we're not using any power because our factory's shut down right now because I'm in the process of moving it. So I should just pick this all up and be done with it. That's what I should do. Let's just do that. Let's just pick the whole thing up. I don't want to pick up that, so I want to pick up from here. Click. Drag. Let's pick it up from there to... That'll do. Boop. Mass pickup mode. Fantastic. Pick up all this. Yoink. Oop, now overloaded. I have too much stuff on me. Yeah, because the chips. Oh, I didn't limit the chip process. Ooh. Oops. And now, because I'm overcumbered, I fly and walk slower. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Let's take those out of my inventory. I can walk in now. Yeah. Okay. You can all stay up here for the moment. You're fine. I don't know how you're still running. Suppose you've just got a load of ships. Yeah, suppose you have. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Really shut down the Atlantum. Yeah. Let's disconnect the Atlantum here and let that drain out as much as it wants to go to. Right, so we can't get the assemblers going because we need Silverthorn. We need Kindlevine, and I can't get the Kindlevine going because this needs tearing down and rebuilding, and laid out way better than it currently is. I want to kind of do that over here, in this area here, because we're not going to have the bus anymore here. This bus is not going to exist. So. But I have picked up 158 assemblers, so I'm not that worried about it right now. Victor wants 500 reinforced frames. Well, I can give Victor the 500 reinforced frames now. We did that already, did we? No, we did not. Doop-a-doop. I've given you 7 relay units that I can't pick back up again now. Okay, that's fine. Ah, that's because this was belts. Yes. It's like, hang on a minute, where's all the belts gone? I'm sure I just picked them all up. No. No, I did not. So you want 500 mining charges. And the only thing we haven't got is relay circuits. We're making mining charges, although we don't have any mining charges right now. We pick some up from this belt here. None of this has been run down here anymore because we don't have any more Atlantum down here. Do we? We have a little bit of Atlantum down here, but this has all been shut down because they're not actually doing anything right now. So. Loop. Need 500. I don't think there's 500 on this belt. Oop. Monotales depend on the number of inputs. If you had one fast inserter, it will send after inputs. If you put 4 in stack inserters, it will wait. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, we're running unfound bugs modern at the moment, so it prevents that working, prevents it from doing things. So There are 8 nouns around Excalibur. I mean, we looked. I looked for all of about 15 minutes around Excalibur, and I couldn't find any of them. So, therefore, I gave up. Temporarily gave up. We got bigger miners now, so I could mine out some more. There's a node there we could mine out. Oh. Could we, with 7x7 flatten and no. No, it won't fill those holes in. There. Okay. Yeah, we could go and have a look at them later, but we don't need it. We don't need it for now. We're good for now. I'm just picking up with the explosives because I need 500 of them to put into Victor, and I now have 600. So. Whoa. Oop. There you go, Victor. So we need relay circuits. The only thing we need to make. I don't think we can make it all yet because we don't have the technology for relay circuits yet. Okay. And the game crashed when I tried to open a chest. It's the third time I've had that happen to me because it happened to me once off stream as well. What does Bepley in the background say? Beplin is telling me try to update server inventory for host. Why? Failed to add resource conveyor belt 2 to production terminal. I wish they had timestamps on these. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know it basically does the same as what, again, similar to what Minecraft does. It's even if it's single player, it's running the multiplayer system in the background. You are connected to a multiplayer server just on your own there. But yeah, it says failed to exchange your machine, hard refreshing from network inventory. Tried to update server inventory for host. Why? Is the error? And it did. It did. Oop. Okay, let's try again. It's only ever happened when I've tried to open those little single chests, and it did it before I had the other mods installed. So I have to play without mods for a bit and see whether it does it then. Right, okay. So we just we just need to fly over here. That's not bad. I like that the autosave is like I think every 5 minutes or something, the autosave. Very nice. Okay. Chest. Yeah, but fine. Right. Okay. Right. Let me. Well, I have no errors. So if I try and double click all these, blah, 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 like that, and go back over. Right. So if I try and input more into here than you're allowed to, I get that error. Try to update server inventory for host. And then after that, if I open chest, no, that still works. Okay, so that's not causing it. Right, can't reproduce the bug. Okay. What I thought it was wasn't what it was, so. Okay. Yeah, what I'd like to do is I would like to rebuild this area with all threshers and then just have the thresher things that we need to come out of it. So you no longer need to exist there. Pick up those because they are always useful. You're going to give up here as well because there's nothing for you to do, which is fine because we've got loads of that. So, okay, right, okay. So let's not worry about the Kindle Vine right now. We know where it's going to go. Yeah, but yeah, I've never had. I don't think I've ever had Techtonica crash on me before I modded it. So I'm gonna go. I'm not saying that the mods are bad at all. Quite the opposite. The mods are fantastic, but you are modifying code as the game's running. So expect problems. Simple as that. Expect problems. Yeah. Okay. So. Do. This doesn't want to be connected like this anymore. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. That is Kindle Vine. That is the one that you was doing. Foolish carpenter. So that's Kindle Vine. So this one is going to be the next big thing. Okay. So that'll be Kindle Vine. That'll do that. You are full on that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So you will have all the assemblers inside you. That. Okay. Right. So next is where I want to be making the inserters, and I think we're just going to do that. Look at this. So you're going to make inserters. You want components, which we can run down. Let's limit that to just be a single stack, okay? And then we want to do to, I think, at least 3. Limit that. You want to be doing long arm inserters. You want to be doing inserters. You insert into there. You insert into there. You want 30 components and you want 30 components, so we're going to have to do this. Up you go. Oop. I could have used one and just had it on both sides, but I'm not going to. We're going to do a line for each individual thing. So, okay, and then you're going to do long arm inserters. Yep. Nope. That. You're going to do. I don't do filtering. Yeah, we'll do filtering inserters, I suppose. Okay. And you are going to want to have that there. That there. You're going to do inserters. That's easy. You are going to do electrical components, which are here. Require copper wire, so you're going to do copper wire. So you go into that one. You don't go into that one. You come out this side. You go into there. You go into that one. You want 60 electronic components. I'm going to make 20. So you're not going to run at full speed. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Just so long as you make the things. Did I pick up all the inserters? I definitely did. But there wasn't as many made as expected. Got really itchy here. Limit that. Thank you. Boop. So you're going to have that. Because you're not going to run at 30 a minute anyway. Go to there. You want mechanical components. You want iron and copper. You want iron and you want copper. This works out well for us because we can do it all in one go here. So, mechanical components first goes to here. Iron goes to here. And copper goes to I need to mine way more out. Bum, 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 bum. Doop. Doop. Whoa. Doopy doopy doop. Doopy 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 doop. Boop. Boop doop doop. Okay. Oh, there's one more on the top. Missed that one. Boop. Hey, Joe, side of the strange. I have light coming from behind me. Over there. We've got a lamp on. Over there. No, you mean? So that didn't connect. I think it didn't connect because is it because of that it's not connecting? Which means if I reload the game, it could break. Yeah, that's that. The picture is exactly yeah. Yeah, it's like I've got it's one of the effects of Visual Studio. Um, it's just got a light on behind me. That's what it is. It's got a light on behind me. Okay, so that one had to be rotated for it to connect. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. You want 30 minutes? You're going to produce 30 minutes, but you're not going to move 30 minutes because there's no point. Because you want 20 a minute cable, and we're only making 15 a minute because I do not need a fast inserter here at all. Down, that's not important. You aren't needed to be fast inserter either. Which means you're not going to be a fast inserter either. There's no point in running you at high speed. Yeah, you're not going to get all the components required for this anyway. So this is only running at 15 a minute, and this wants 60 a minute. So we're running at 1/4 speed. So instead of having 30 inserters a minute, we're going to get 7.5 a minute. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Not that we're using filter inserters that much, but they are technically stack filter inserters. So yeah, we can use them. They're a cheat item. They're very much a cheat item because they're the same as these. Just yeah, they just you have to filter them. So okay, you're 150. You are done. This does not need to be here anymore either. Oop. Yep. And then the stack ones, I don't think we can do the stack ones. Ow. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think we can do the stack ones because the stack ones require electric motors. I don't think we can make electric motors yet. Can we? Probably we can. We can. But it requires electric frames and ceramic parts and steel. Steel is not something I'd even thought about. Oh, I'd not even thought about steel. Where are we going to bring steel in? Not sure. Not sure I'm going to bring steel in. This one's copper iron frames and wire spindles. Wire spindles are made from slabs, which we don't have. That's a mess as well I need to bring in. I need to bring in slabs as well. Could have got the wall. I'm going along. Yes, yeah, I saw the Foundry update. Got decorations, haven't they? Decorative items. Yeah, might have to go and have a nose at that. Not that I even remotely finished the last playthrough of the Foundry that I was doing. Got Science Pack 3 as well. Ah, awesome. Really go and spend some time in that game. I really should. But Techtonica calls. I've also realised something about this bus. This bus is nice. This bus is nice for looking at, but it could all just be up against that back wall. All the belts could be up against that back wall. I don't know how we'd get up to them. That would be the awkward part. You can't exactly get up to them. Like I'm planning to do things that are so we got iron and copper, and then might do iron slabs and copper slabs, and then steel on top of it, and come off that way. Because what I'd like to do for my next trick, after we've done the stack inserters, is do belts and have Mark III belts being made. We can do that. And Atlantum, I need to bring Atlantum as well, so I need to have another row on top of this. So we'd have steel, we'd have the slabs, and then we'd have steel and Atlantum on top of that as well. So there'll be another here. So yeah, so the bus is basically going to be up against the back wall, just with the bottom of it like this, so I can walk out to it. So and that's going to be Atlantum or something. I don't know. Or I might put the slabs up there, but we're going to need we're gonna need more space. That's the problem. We're gonna need more space because I now can't fly up to the top of that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I did not leave myself enough space. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it? Right. I mean, we can get up there easy because anywhere the copper comes out, we can use that as a ramp to get up. So that's not going to be difficult to do. It was more that I'm thinking I'm yeah, Mark III belts are the way. I think we're going to have to go with Mark III belts and then change just these lines to Mark III. The ones coming off of it can be Mark II or even Mark I coming off of it. That doesn't particularly matter. But the belts coming in have to be Mark III. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, God, I need to go... Right. Right, so we're not going to be able to actually do this, but I'm going to build the thing and put in the stuffs for it. So, let's see here. So, there. 2, 3. It's not right. Is that right? It's not right. My entire bus is off by one thing, but then that's incorrect anyway. That's a different thing, so... whatever. This is where it's going now. This is where it's going, it's fine. So you want to be doing fast inserters. But I think what I'm going to do is actually put processing units on the main bus. Because I feel like that's going to be a thing we're going to need. Yeah, if you're not confused yet, you will be. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because I'm looking at this and then going like, oh, I need some of this, I need some of that, I need some of the other. Yeah, but I think processor units are using a lot of things. I'm just looking at thinking that maybe even the electrical components are, but I don't think there's a lot of stuff that's that actually is using there isn't a lot that's using processor units. I think processor units are only using a couple of things. Yeah, there we don't need to build those. I might want to build accumulators. Research cores are going to be elsewhere. Yeah, so... but mechanical components are using a lot of things. So having that on the bus kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You make stack inserters. No, you make fast inserters. That's the next one. Okay, you need Kindlevine processor and normal. Okay, so behind here we'll make normal inserters because that's easy, and then we'll run a line down from the top. I bet you're confused as well. Yeah, the thing with this game is that I played through the whole story. I played through the previous version of the game, and it didn't have half the stuff it's got in it now. In fact, that's under. There is probably 4 times the amount of things in the game now than there were when I first played it. When I first played it, I needed this like central bus here with all the stuff on it, and it only needed to be 11 wide. I think it was. You only need 11 lines, and you could have every item in the game on belts. Almost every item in the game on belts, being 11 wide. Now this is 10 wide plus 4 at the back, which makes 14. And then I've just added 2 onto that, so that's 16. And I'm still nowhere near all the items in the game. So, yeah. And not all the items are going on the bus anyway, because a lot of them are not used. They're only used in certain places. So, it's yeah. I'm not sure. I think this putting the mechanical components on the bus makes sense because they're used in many places. But if I'd have built them in situ for each machine, it would have, well, it would have saved me one belt. So not really, not really would have helped a lot. So yeah, okay, right. So you need kindle vine and mechanical components. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this game is like Dust and Sphere program. It doesn't lead well to a bus. The bus should have copper iron ingots, copper iron slabs, maybe steel, a lantern, which are all the main raw resources, and then whatever threshers produce as well. That's what your bus should basically be. That's kind of the raw materials of the game, and then you should make everything in situ, which is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do from now on, everything's going to be made in situ, with the exception of mechanical components, because we have that on the bus already. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so all these other ones at the bottom, which I'm not using yet, are going to be all for the thresher setup over there, which we're going to bring in. It's just that because I've suddenly, like, I thought I'd have a row of iron, a row of copper, a row of iron, a row of copper, and that would do everything. And then I forgot there's steel, which we need to process iron into steel, so we need more iron coming in anyway. And then there's steel and copper, iron and copper slabs, which I haven't thought about. And then Atlantum I forgot about. And we need to bring in limestone as well. But I'm not sure we do need to bring in limestone. I might have a separate factory for doing all the these components, because I don't think limestone. What's limestone used in making? Oh, I think limestone's used. Yeah, it's used. No, it's not used in making accumulators. I don't think limestone is used in making anything, is it? I don't think we need. It's used in a lot of base building because concrete uses limestone. So and all of that. Production. No, that's silverthorn extract. Oh, making smelters. It's used in making smelters. I'm not fussed about that. I don't think we're going to have smelters being made in the system. We'll make them as we need them. We'll put in a thing and just make it as we need it. So, yeah, maybe Assemblers Mark II might not be a bad idea. But that means relay circuits. So we'd have to change up our entire... More juices. Yes, Silverthorn does indeed use limestone. God damn it. Yeah. Build more on factory. This is just an area I've mined out, and I'm putting a factory in here. So oh yeah, that's the old limestone place. But the map is, I mean, I can't zoom out. This is as far as I can zoom out on the map. But let me show you, Carl. Let me show you. Oh, this is where we mined out. Here. Over here was a pre-built factory that was also one of the broken ones. Right over here, there was a pre-built factory here. It was all broken and smashed up. Mining limestone. It was the limestone area, so that was all in this area here. I've taken that all down because it was all broken and smashed up. And it ends up like kind of like this. You see how this is not lined up? See how it's... I mean, this is fine here, and then it starts falling down over here, and it's all broken. This is a factory that you can't actually use. The components aren't technically there. You have to use the scanner to pick them up. If I have the scanner, I do. Oh, let's see how this scanning bomb thing works. It picked up 4 things. Awesome. Also, that picks up 30. So, so it. Okay. Cool. But yeah, you can come in and rebuild them, as Wanda just said. There, you can do that here. So, but this was one of the older factories that's not there. If I go over here. Ooh, not down the hole. Don't go down the hole. Go along here. This is one of the production terminals is over here. We go up there, but that's our science. When it comes to science in this game, you have to physically build them in the world. Each one of those is a science core, and you need like 40 science cores to unlock one piece of technology. If I then delete them afterwards, I then can't use the technology because I don't have enough cores. So in here it says I've got 433 spare, but if I took one away, I'd have 432 spare. So yeah, it's an interesting mechanic the way they've done that. You have to physically take up space in the world. But this is another factory that we have. So this is where, as I said, I had the bus before. This is the second factory here. With all that going on there. There's a production terminal with the thing. And then there's another production terminal over there. And that tunnel there. There is another one down that tunnel there, which goes up and along that way. And where that green arrow is, there's another one up there. So it's one level, one giant level, but you can build multiple factories and connect them all up. So, and you're free to build whatever you want. The environment's completely destructible. So, you're not just limited to the caves. You can mine it out. So you can literally just delete part of the map. So, hence why I've got tunnels everywhere. That's not supposed to happen, but you see, there's an area over there. That's where we started. There's a line there. We've dug that one out there. There's something. There's copper over there. There's a huge underground area over there. Oh, that's down through that one. Yeah, we've been in there. Yeah, you can see the yeah, that's where I've mined out more over there. I don't know what that is. It looks as if it's I'll go through the world. So yeah, boom. Seems like a lot of effort for one piece of tech. What do you mean for the cores? That's obviously that. So like, if I want to unlock the mole machine is the big miner. If I want to unlock the flattened 9x9 size, I need to spend 40 science cores to unlock that. And if I do that, it will take away from the science cores there. So it all adds up. It all adds up over time, which means you've got to either mine out more space at the top, which is what we've done. This goes up a long way. If I bring the map up, you see it goes up quite a long way. The map is completely 3D as well. Yeah, it goes up quite a long way. What we mined out so far. So this is all the science. But you can put inside. We've got these machines here, which when you put science in them, they deploy it automatically. So I don't have to build it myself. I just fill it and it builds upwards. So we could take this and put this over here one, and it will start filling up again and doing a new tower. Or we can dig out a hole and manually put them all in ourselves if you want to. It's up to you for that one. Yeah, and you've got your resources in the world. So you've got limestone, you've got copper there, we've got iron over there. You've got different types of drills. So this is the standard drill, which just uses fuel and drills out. As you see, they extend. They actually mine it out and extend out. It's not infinite. It mines out and gets rid of it. So you will eventually run out of the goods. You've got these blast drills, which work differently, but they do the same thing. They will extend out, but they produce a different item. So instead of like this one just produces the ore. So this is limestone. If I put a blast drill, it will produce limestone chunk, which we have to use a thresher to break down, but you get extra stuff from it. So it's worth doing it that way because you get extra stuff from breaking the chunks down. So and that's all the new. That's what the new patch added. Was it added the blast drills, this thing here, and all the new tech. So and an entirely new base building thing. Like all these items here are brand new. So there's so much more being added to the game. And I get very easily distracted. And very rarely finish what I started to do. So yeah. So let's get back to what we were doing, shall we? Let's go back to where we were. See what else we can do. This is where things are going to come down, aren't they? So, and now I don't remember which line was doing which thing there. That was going to be Kindle Vine, wasn't it? This one is our mechanical components. What's disconnected? Okay. Right. So let's come over here and right. So you are going to be making this. So you need Kindle Vine. Kindle Vine is going to be this one. He says, hopefully if I remember to plug it into the right one later on. Otherwise everything's going to go terribly wrong. You want 30. You need mechanical components, which is the one above. Okay. You want 150 Kindle Vine. Let's give you a fast inserter. The tunnels you dug out there. There are some tunnels which are natural, so like the river tunnels are all natural. You do have a mining pick. This one here. You start with a mining pick. So you have your mining pick, and you can mine out one item at a time if you really want to. Very 7 Days to Die, if you've ever played that. But very soon, after you've got bored of mining all that out, you unlock the mole machine. And the mole machine is a portable black hole unit, basically. And you point it at a rock, you can set the size. So I think by default it comes in a 5x5. Like this. And you just point it at some rock, and you click and hold, and it yoinks the rock away and digs a big square chunk out. And we've upgraded it and unlocked new tech and other bits and pieces, so now we can run it up to a maximum of a 9x9 instead. We can get rid of rock a lot quicker. But you can get around via some of the natural channels. You do, after the first production terminal, the Lima, you unlock the mole, and it says you've got to mine through like a bit of rock to get out, and you mine through like 4 or 5 pieces, and you end up at Victor instead. So it's the story progresses on. But there, as I said, there is a whole story as well about cubes. Possibly everyone that used to work here turned into cubes. So, yeah. Yeah, it does make it very, very much easier. It would take a long time to mine out everything by hand. Very long time to move through by hand, but. And there are also random chests. See these green dots around? I think that's probably a lantern, but these green dots here. If you look around, see, so there are random chests like in the world, like buried. So you have to go, and if you wanted to go and find them, you can go and dig them out. A lot of them don't really have any. Like they've all got stuff inside them. Like they've all got like assemblers or research cores or some inserters or something inside them, which is always useful. Early game, I would say I'm more mid to late game right now. Like I've got, well, say mid to late game. I've got 2 tiers of Victor left, and then 2 tiers of X-ray left to do. So yeah, I'm mid to late game, I would say. I've got most of the things unlocked, but I still do have like we're on Mark 1 assemblers, and we can technically make Mark 2 assemblers. I just haven't got around to doing it. And some technologies are still hidden away from us at the moment, so. But you've got to go out in the world and find things, because like the mold machine, this here, as I said, it starts at a 5x5. You can't just unlock the technologies to upgrade it. So the technology is terraforming Victor here, these ones here. If I unlock that, oh, we have unlocked them all. So, but you unlock the mold machine. You unlock the mold machine, but then to unlock these other bits and pieces, you have to go out in the world and find hard drives in the world which were left behind by when everyone disappeared. Left behind by the people when everyone disappeared. You have to go and find them, and you scan them, and you unlock the technology. So you may know it exists, but you can't unlock it until you go out and find those hard drives. And some of them are hidden behind doors, and doors require like this one here. But that door requires 300 processing units and 800 advanced circuits. So you'd have to make them, go to the door, give the door terminal those components, and then it will unlock the door for you, so you can go inside and see what's inside the room. So yeah, so there's a reason for building your factory as well. There is a reason for building a factory. It's not just that, you know, it progresses on as time goes on. So scanning. So yeah, so like I've got certain things here, like build 200 assembler Mark 2s, build 50 mining drill Mark 2s, build 50 thresher Mark 2s. I don't think I'm ever going to do the mining drill one, because we're not using the Mark 2. We've skipped over mining drills and gone straight for blast drills. So yeah, and the blast smelter I need to make as well, because we've made an entire factory. Let me see if I can actually get to it. Up here, zoom, let's go down here. This was another place that we discovered through random, just looking on the map, and was like, oh, I can see a little cave over there. So there was this cave here with you see, it's got a broken entryway. So all this stuff on the outside is broken, like some of it's floating and things, so we removed stuff. So and then I rebuilt this factory here. Well, I say rebuilt, I tore down the old factory and built my own one. And in here are our threshers, which take our copper chunks, thresh them down into copper ore and gravel. The gravel goes over into a box. The copper ore goes into this. Goes along. Goes upstairs. Upstairs we have a second row doing exactly the same thing. On the other side we've got iron. So we've got copper one side, iron the other. And they go upstairs to our smelting system, and that smelts the copper or the iron into copper iron ingots. So yeah, we have all that to do. If we wanted to smelt them into copper slabs, we need to use the blast furnace rather than the smelters. We need the blast smelter. So different things do different stuff, which makes sense. You know, we've got the smelter, the blast smelter, and the smelter Mark II. Smelter Mark II is just the fastest smelter, but the blast smelter, instead of producing ingots, it produces slabs. So you've got to have both the smelter and the blast smelter, but the blast smelter doesn't use fuel, it uses explosives. So you've got to make the explosives to feed the smelters to make the things to make the advanced stuff. So all very confusing production lines, which I love. I love the randomness of it. So oh, that was interesting. Okay, so I have a mod that normally you have to scan each item individually. I have a mod that mass scans, and it looks like it took out all of the one item that I scanned. So if I scan this one and hold the button down, I think Yep, see it taking all the rest out? That's awesome. And that is another mod by the Unfound Bug who is in by that by Unfound Bug who is in it. Sorry, that was very rude. By that end. Yeah, so I can just click and do that and it picks up some. Or if I click and hold on to if I click and do that, you just click and do it and it goes. Cool. Okay. Because the flash that happens on the screen is not so much now, but when we were scanning everything before, it was very, very like it was that flash happening every 2 seconds does your brain in. I absolutely approve of this mod. It's way larger than I expected it to be. And it's interesting, it only takes out... So if I scan this corner piece, it only takes out the item you've scanned. That's cool. I like that. I kind of do like that, the way they've done that. It's the, yeah. Definitely makes scanning easier. If it's a grenade, if I sit in the center and scan, will it take out everything around me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, 70, 80, 90, 100. 129 items that I picked up. Awesome. 88 items. Okay, so yeah, you want to go and stand in the middle and scan. That's cool. I like this. It's just it's a little bit cheaty, but it's such a nice quality of life. Quality of life mod. I don't have to scan every single item. I can just literally be like, okay, so let's go and stand in between all these. This looks about center to me, so let's scan this item here, and then all of them will just disappear around me. Which is so much easier and so much quicker. Oh wow, yes, I like this mod. I like this mod a lot. I don't know what happens if I scan two things at once. It does one and then stops. Okay, cool. Right, you can't confuse it by scanning too much at the same time. Okay, that is cool. Mass scan. Yeah. See, distracted very easily. This is why I'm no good at competitive first-person shooters, because I see the shinies and I run over to them and be like, oh, what's that do? What does this thing do? What does that thing do? Oh, my team's dead. Oh, oops. That's weird. Stood on nothing. There we go, and that cleared out the top of the battery. Awesome. That made life a lot easier. Because I want to build another level above this to put in blast melters. But to put in blast melters, I need to build blast melters for one. We haven't got any ceramic tiles or steel frames, so we don't have any steel. So we need to build steel, which is going to be taking some of this iron and running it back up to another run. So, yeah, although I think we use more copper than iron anyway. In general? I think in general we use more copper than iron. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Yeah, so we do need to come here and do this anyway. One of those ones where this part of the factory relies on this thing, and this part of the factory relies on that thing. Yoink. It is more copper than iron. Okay. So we could afford to take an iron line out and turn it into a steel line. So we'd have the 4 lines of copper on this side like we're going to have normally. And then, like, say we could have 3 lines of iron and, like, the last one turns into steel instead. I don't know how much steel you need. This whole thing might not be adequate. We might need to actually do more. But I also need to get blast. The blast smelters require explosives, so I need to go and redo the thresher as well. So much to do. So much to do. So much to do and so many distractions. But this is definitely helping. This is awesome. This quick scan thing is awesome. It will take me such a long time to scan the whole thing, and also definitely puts people off watching because it's flashy. The flash, yeah, it was doing my eyes in. So, don't think what it was doing for those watching. No, I can't reach the roof. No. Yeah, so you stand center, you scan, and it deletes everything around you. So while I come over here and delete this one, it should get rid of pretty much all the roofing around me. Which it does. And that'll do the same with those. They're at range, that's fine. Haven't looked in the settings, probably configure how large of an area it scans. Obviously, wouldn't want to go too high, it might cause weird broken things. Boop. I can't reach those at the moment because they're not. Yeah, so cool. Okay, so I think the blast smelters was going to go. One hardness, maybe. So you're producing 23 a minute. How many will we need to run a Mark III belt? So a Mark III belt is 720 divided by 23. We need 31 We have 24, don't we? 2, 7, 9, 12, 13, 26. Okay, 26, and we would need 31 to run a Mark III belt. That's unless there are any more upgrades we can get for smelters. This smelting speed. We could get smelter Mark IIs. Instead, they would probably run faster, wouldn't they? Do we have any on us? We do. Awesome. Let's have a quick look, see what smelter Mark IIs do instead. You do have some more up here. Why do you all run out on one line, not the other? That's weird. Yoink. Let's put that in there. Oh, jeez, that produces 180 a minute. Wow, the smelter Mark IIs are not twice the speed of a smelter. Jesus, they're... Wow. They use 14 a minute. So they use 2 a minute. Are they 7 times faster? Is that what they are? Are they 7 times faster? So we're producing. Hold on. Click. Thank you. 23 a minute. 180 divided by 23 makes them 7.8 times faster. So they're nearly 8 times faster, and they use 7 times more fuel. So they're technically a little bit more fuel efficient as well. That's cool. I wonder if that number's rounded up though. So the smelters might not use 2; they might use like 1.7 or something. So yeah. So if it's 180, so it's 720 divided by 180. We only need 4 smelters on a Mark III belt. That's it. 4 smelters. This factory could be so much more. What about threshers then? I thought they were just twice as fast. Genuinely thought they were just twice as fast. I want to put you. But I can't fit. Yeah, you won't fit up there, will you? No. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Let's put you just here for the minute. I didn't want to actually have you powered. That was the thing. I'm just going to start running if you're powered. I'll do that. Disconnected. Awesome. Right. So if I put in a single piece of that, you do not tell me. Oh, of course you don't. Okay. Oh, why do the smelters have to be so, or the threshers have to be so awkward? So put that in there, go on then, start working. So you take 3 a minute. Did a 1 a minute. So that puts you 3 times faster. Wait, hold on. Those numbers don't add up. You've just over twice as much gravel and just over twice as much. So you produce twice as much goods, but you're using 3 a minute instead of 2 a minute? Instead of 1 a minute? You're using 3 a minute, but producing twice the amount of goods. I think there might be a rounding thing there, because that seems wrong, because that makes the Thresher Mark 2 absolutely not worth using. I'm also looking at them and thinking they're absolutely not worth using, because they want 1200 kilowatts of power for basically being twice. So 2 Threshers, a Thresher Mark 2 is 2 Threshers. So bizarre. Bit Maven, hello, good evening. Look at the input and the output. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking at how much it actually uses. So it needs one. It requires one chunk to produce 25 ore and 5 gravel. So it's the same recipe as that one. But this one is taking 1 chunk a minute. It says next to it, it says 1 per minute, producing 31 per minute and 6 gravel per minute. 31 copper ore and 6 gravel per minute. This one is producing twice the amount. But it's taking 3. It's taking 3 chunks in. I think that's a rounding thing. I guess this isn't quite using 1 a minute. It's using like just over 1 a minute. Per minute. No, because it's the recipe. On the left-hand side, it's the recipe. The recipe is one copper chunk becomes 25 copper ore and 5 copper gravel. Sorry, and 5 gravel. I'm mixing my words up. So 1 copper chunk becomes 25 copper ore and 5 gravel. That's the recipe. That's on the left-hand side of the thing. On the right-hand side is the speed. So yeah, and it's the same for the it should be the same for the smelters. They've got the smelters, and you'll see this one says it takes 2 copper ore to make 1 copper bar, and this takes 2 copper ore to make 1 copper bar. But this is doing it at 180 a minute, and this one's only doing it at 23 a minute. So the recipe is the same recipe. 2 becomes 1. But the speed is on the right hand side. So that's what I'm looking at. So, but that's why this is. I think this is twice as fast as that one. But there's a round thing. So this is not producing 31. I bet. Hold on. Have I got? I need to unlock the Thresher Mark 2 anyway. Where is Thresher's speed hidden? Do I have Thresher speed? Do I have the Thresher speed unlocked? I would assume it's in here. Yeah, I'm going with it's a rounding error. Don't see. I'm sure there was a thing that said Thresher's speed was faster. I don't know why it would be. Here. We don't have it unlocked. Okay, so that's the default recipe. Yeah, so it'll be in here. The Thresher speed will be up here somewhere. Oh no, there it is. There's Thresher speed. Right, let's deactivate that. Boff. There we go. So now there's no bonuses. So this is, there you go, 1 per minute. 25 and 5, so that is 1 to 1. So this one is 2 per minute, 50 and 10. So this is twice as fast. Okay, so the speed increases it by 125%, but because it can only show solid numbers, which is bizarre, why it only shows solid numbers on these ones, but in here it can show point numbers. So like it's here at 0.5 a minute, but this doesn't show 0.5 a minute. That's weird. So they haven't enabled the decimal point on the thresher. So yeah, the thresher is twice as fast. Okay, where's our smelting speed? Is the smelting speed in here somewhere as well? There, smelting speed, smelting speed. That's it. Yeah, so turn the smelting speed off as well. Let's have a check of those numbers. Yeah, so it's just a rounding error. Okay, so it's not, it doesn't seem bad. However, I'm still going with the Thresher Mark II is terrible. So this is takes 30 a minute and produces 15. This takes 240 a minute and produces 120. So what's that? What's that? 120 divided by 15 is, this is 8 times faster. A smelter Mark II is 8 times faster than the smelter. But the thresher is only twice as fast. Okay. However, the thresher Mark I uses 200 kilowatts of power. The Mark II uses 1,200 kilowatts of power. It's not worth doing. The thresher Mark II is not worth doing. Absolutely not worth using. You should just build 2 of those. Build 2 of those, and you're only using 400 kilowatts compared to the 1,200 kilowatts. The power. Yeah, 6 times better. It's not, the Thresher Mark II is not worth doing at all. Especially because space is not exactly a premium in this game. You're not confined to a very small area. Yeah, you got to mine some stuff out, and yes, the map is not infinite, but it's not worth. I don't think that's worth it. Whereas this does seem worth it because I can replace 8 of these with 1 of these, and it's can I 14 fuel per minute? Oh, but then again we got no, hang on. That's 2 a minute. That's 14. 2 times 8 is 16. These are actually a little bit better on fuel, but that might be because of the bio. I haven't got biodents unlocked. Okay, so the Smelter Mark IIs are completely worth it. They actually use less fuel. They produce 8 times the amount of goods using 7 times the amount of fuel. That's cool. That's cool, unless that's just not running because it doesn't have the look at it go. Look at that. Yeah, that is using 14. Yeah, 14 compared to 2. Okay, so the the Smelter Mark IIs are worth it. They're worth it. How complicated are they to make? Ceramic tiles and relay circuits. The Thresher Mark IIs are not worth it, so I'm not going to bother with those. Not only would it be more complicated as well, you'd also have to double the planter output for them because there's no planter Mark IIs that I know of. So let's disable that because that's not worth doing right now. I am going to disable basically all these speeds and stuff, so we can get back to base levels, because it's much easier to build things when everything's at base level. The numbers just make sense. 30 and 15 make sense rather than 45 and 21 or something. Yeah, so okay, that means this can be way smaller. But we need way more threshers. We need way more threshers. So if you're outputting 25 a minute and the belt can run at 480, what's that? What's 480 divided by 25? That is 19.2 threshers. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 14 in here. If I shrunk it down to 10, we did two lots. That would be one belt. One Mark II belt. In fact, we're going to go up to Mark III belts at some point. So, what's that? 720. 720 divided by 25. That's 28.8. So 29 threshers. So say 28 threshers. We'll round it down because that's an even number. So I've got 14. So if I put another row here and had them output onto this belt and then made this belt a Mark III, that would work. So we'd have two lots with one belt. And then over here, we do another row of threshers, another row of threshers, feeding a single belt in the center. So we'd only have two belts going upstairs. And then upstairs, the next floor up, we do the same thing. We should put another two belts going upstairs. So we'd have four belts. Four Mark III belts. Four Mark III belts. And we could probably run it on a single conveyor belt like this. Because this runs 240 and these only want one a minute. So that's 240 smelters. And there would be 14 times 8. There'd be 112. So yeah, one belt coming in of copper chunks could feed the entire thing. With spare. Um, 14 times 8 is 102. Take 240. That leaves us 128 copper chunks. If it was saturating the whole belt, this whole Mark I belt, 128 copper chunks. Completely spare, which we could use to blast into slabs, I suppose. Upstairs. So, yeah. Would all run off a single... Now I am splitting it here. In this line in. So... And then we're going to run another line in here. Another line in here. So, but that's fine because we could do that because they're not all going to get saturated. And then these lines go upstairs to the next floor. Anyway. Wow. Okay. The amount of threshers you need is ridiculous. I can't believe the smelter Mark II is 8 times better. Weird. Right. Okay. So mega threshers, and then don't worry about having to put another floor in. If I do want to put another floor in, I need to put more threshers in, if anything. Then we just run it up here. So even... Yeah, they take 240 minutes. So they take a Mark I belt. 240. So you need 3 of them. 3 of them for a Mark III belt. So we'd have 12. 12 Mark II smelters up here. That's it. 12. 12 doing the copper, 12 doing the iron. On Mark III belts. So I need to get electric motors running. Don't I? Yeah, I still want to make Mark II belts as well. Because most of the stuff's going to be Mark II belts, and we're going to use Mark III in certain places, so... Yeah, okay. Right, why are you not... You won't send, obviously, because you only have that there. Right, here it comes. Right, okay. Okay. Whoa. Hey, yeah, we've got the upgraded railroad, haven't we? I forgot about that. Also, something I did discover about this railrun thing. You only need a station on the end destination you're going to. So if I took out this station here, I could still return to the old place. You're sending goods now, that's fine. Right, you're still not inputting anything into this. That's what I'm confused. I'm confused as to why you've stopped inputting into here. It's like you're saying this inventory is full, but it's only got 21 slots. So I wonder if it's because in the mod settings it only fills to a certain amount before it stops. Which is fine. I didn't read the mod update. I didn't. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't read it. I probably should have, but I didn't. Right. Okay. So I've got like a million threshers, haven't I? We're making threshers somewhere here. Yeah. So we've got a million threshers. We don't have the explosives to run it though. So I need to tear this down to put the explosives for that. So if I want to make Mark III belts, I've got distracted now. I think we're actually doing fast. Yeah, we're doing this right now. But I need electric motors. Electric motors requires steel. That's where we got to. That's where everything fell apart. That's why I went back to there. So right, okay, yeah, because we need to produce some steel. I did produce some steel. In fact, I think I produced a lot of steel, but I might have given it to. No, it's here. So we've got some steel. We might be able to get a few things going. What do you need to make? Assemblers, smelter modules, ceramic tiles and relay circuits. Now relay circuits, I don't know what they are, so we haven't, I mean, I haven't unlocked them is what I mean. But ceramics we did unlock. I'm sure we unlocked ceramics. Yeah, here, which is 10 ceramic parts. The ceramic parts was clay. Right. And clay's being made here. In these. Yeah, clay's being made in these. That's another thing that we're going to have to send up and along. Now this is doing doing it the way I'd want to do it. The monorails are they're not wasting power and not doing stupid things. We could go on to using monorails. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way. Get off. I want to go. We should, yeah. Don't. Yeah. We could build a roof to the top of this building that have monorail depots on them, and they just come along and feed. So, because these don't have to come in from this side, they come in from the other side. We just feed the monorail depots, and they would output onto these. And away you go, rather than have to run these belts all the way around, all over the place. Anyway, distraction over. Let's get back to business. What we're doing here, we are doing this. So you are doing that, you're doing that, that's fine. You will be actually producing the stuff there. If it would connect, but it won't connect because of this thing here, so I have to rotate this like this, and then it does work. That's a weird thing, but that's fine. You're doing Kindle Vine, that's fine, so you won't make any because you don't have any Kindle Vine, that's not a problem. Now, you want to make processing units. Okay. Processing units are there. Require plant matter frames, which are awkward because we have to bring them in from outside. But robotic caused. Hello, good evening. What's going on? Take it they fixed the bugs with power monorails with voltage cables. Oh, as in they couldn't get power if they were on a system with high voltage cables. If they were on a separate system that was powered by high voltage. I don't. I know what you mean. I know if they was on a separate power grid and you were powering that grid via the high voltage cables. I think. I don't necessarily think that was a bug. I think that's kind of not necessarily intentional, but it is the way they've done it. I don't have a monorail station on me to. But it says it requires so much accumulated power, so you need accumulators on that system for it to get the bursts. The same as you do with like Victor, but then Victor works because you plug the power into it. So I get why that you should be able to do that. So, but I don't know. I don't know if they have fixed that bug or not. I think they probably have if it was a bug. But I do remember having an issue with it myself. And I had to put down accumulators, I think just one accumulator next to the monorail station, and then it worked. It needed to see the stored power next to it, so I think that was how I fixed that one. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. I don't know actually. Because my whole monorail system is actually all connected together. I've got one power grid basically. I need to find a better way to get out of here. But yeah, this whole floor system connects that factory down there to this factory to that factory. It's all connected, so I'm not using the high voltage cables anywhere. All of these are powered floors, and they're all powered from the same grid. So. Oh, okay, yeah. I seem to remember having an issue with it, and I'm sure I had to put down accumulators for it. But then I just decided to run a single line of powered floors. So yeah, I just literally ran a line like I have here. Here, this powered floor line connects the two together, and that worked for me. So that's what I did. But yeah, I am using a modded version of it. I have a mod which is called Smarter Rails, I think it is. Whereas instead of them sending goods over and over and over and over and over, they will only send if there is enough goods to send a full packet. So if you have, by default, they send 60 in a go. So they won't send any goods unless they have a minimum of 60 in them. And they will only send if the receiving station has space for them as well. So they won't be wasting power doing things. I've got a mod Smarter. I think it's called Smarter Railways. Let me double check. Smarter Rail. It's called Smarter Rail. Yeah. Which does that. So, but yeah, my one's limited. So I think they only send like 6 or 7 stacks or something. and then they stop. So there's loads of space in the thing empty anyway. But there's no point in overfilling it anyway. So yeah, let me go and double check that. We got speedy rails. Let's go. So oof. So yeah. So actually, this has got only 7 out of 56 slots filled. Oh, you can't see because of the chat here. Yeah, so it's got 7 out of 56 slots filled, but it's not receiving any more goods because it has space. It's reached the threshold that's set in the mod. So so it doesn't just fill it up full of ridiculous amounts of goods, just sit there doing nothing. So it makes it better. It makes it better. I feel like the inventory of these is way too big. I know you can have multiple items going into them, and they've technically got up to 8 things, but because you can't filter these, it's just too big. Having 56 slots is just too much. It should be maybe even just 8 slots, and let you maybe filter them to having 4 items in them or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I think the monorails need work. The monorails need work. They're a good idea. They're fantastic. This mod is definitely saving my power system. That's the issue I had, is that because they kept sending single goods, like a packet with 1 item in it or 2 items in it, it was killing my power, my stored power. So that's why I modded it to stop it doing that. But yeah, limiting the items that come in, I think that's a good way of doing it. So yeah. You can press T to sort. Awesome. So you can sort the monorail as well. Cool. Yeah, and it's not sending because it said it's got 40 here. If it had 60, it would send. But I don't have any more on me, so let's do this. So there's 60. So if I do that, it will send 60. Boom, there you go. It sent 60. There you go. But it won't send the 40 because it's not the full amount. So it won't waste any power by sending partial amounts. It only sends full amounts. So you can configure it. You can configure the mod as well if you want to. Zoom. Zoom. Here, this is our stop. Okay. So, right. It's so easy distracted. So, plant matter needs to come in here, which needs to come from, yeah, we'd have to run some monorails from the roof, I think. We now need plant matter frames, which is going to be this one, I guess. Yep, that's this one down. That's plant matter frames. Okay, let's go and tag that one so I know. This one is going to be plant matter frames. I've got a signpost yet, so I can't do it with signposts. That one. Oh, yeah. That one's kindle vine. This one's a dead one. This one's being used internally. I should probably have run that on the bottom line, actually. The internal ones I should run at the bottom and come up. That would have made so much more sense, but I didn't, so we'll leave it like that. I'm also not going to have any other machines going up onto the grid anyway, so whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's going to be plant matter frames. And then behind this we need electronic circuits, which are iron and cable. So you're going to be cable, so you require copper, and you require iron. Yep, okay. So you go in there, you go in there. We're all at 15 a minute. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So we can run that up to there. Then we can have a grabber, an output like that. Need 150 kindle vine, which is this one here. 30 inserters, and we're making 30 inserters, but we're not making 30 inserters because you need 30 components, and we're doing that. We could actually make these filter inserters, sorry, the fast inserters at full speed, but I'm not going to because we're not fussed about speed for those. We just need to get iron and copper down here. So iron first, like this. Okay, nope. Make a big one. Mine. Thank you. That's incorrect. And again, because it's got one near it, we need to do that. But this one should connect just fine. Down this. Yep. So there's something about having the splitter in front of it. So if there's a splitter in front, the one above doesn't connect properly. So because we have a splitter there, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. This bus could have all been up against the wall. It could have just been solid up against the wall. We could have had a vertical bus. And I would just have had to figure out a way to get up to connect to things and plug into things. So, but we could have had a vertical bus, and I could have probably put platforms in to be like, hey, we're gonna do it this way and that way, and yeah. But we did. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So you want iron at 10 a minute, so we're just going to use a standard inserter for that. And you want copper at 15 a minute. Yes, I am building these belts one too far. I've realised that. Let's not do that, because that's just putting copper on the end of the lines doing nothing. That's completely pointless. Don't know why I was doing that. I didn't do it here. How strange. How strange that that's the way I chose to do it. That's fine. And then you need plant matter frames, which is going to be this one, but we can't go any further with that right now because, yeah. Okay. And then you're going to have fast inserters. Yeah. And I might build a walkway above all these so I can walk along and just be like, lean over, yoink, yoink. Can't build a walkway here because of the way the belts come down, so. Yeah, okay, right, so now the next one. Let's go over by 2, because I'm not sure we're going to need that right there. You want to be doing stack inserters, which we technically don't need. Yeah, we technically don't need these because I have a mod which makes filtered inserters stack inserters. So we have stacked filtered inserters. So I don't need them, but I feel like I should build it and have it built because it could be useful to have stack inserters. Sometimes you don't want to have to filter them, you just want to grab certain things. So yeah, okay. So you want Do I steal the fast inserters from here? Because otherwise I've got to build all this again here. Just tempted to not do that. Just steal the fast inserters from this line. I think I might, because I actually feel like I'm not going to bother with fast inserters anymore. Once we get stack inserters, that is basically faster than fast inserters. So we should just use stack inserters everywhere instead. How much power do stack inserters use? 15 kilowatts, and they use 2. Yeah, okay, so 108 arms a minute compared to 40. 4, 8, 12, 6. 4, 8, 12, 16. It's 4 times the amount, so that's 2, 4, 6. That's 8 kilowatts. So you use over twice the thing for 180, but they can be upgraded as well. So stack inserters would absolutely replace fast inserters. Absolutely. So I shouldn't have made this like this. I should have made it back by 1 to put this in front. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will move this over a little bit. No, we don't need to necessarily move it over a little bit. What if we did this? We'd have a long arm inserter there, which could place onto a belt here. We have another long arm inserter there, and then the machine could go there with the box in front of it, like so. Okay, then you're going to do stack inserters, and you're going to get your fast inserters from here, because that box will fill up eventually. And then, in fact, there you go, we filled the box up, good job. And then the stack inserters will end up in here. And I need that little bit there so you can just grab and move. So, might in fact move that facing that way so I know what it's doing. Okay. You want 30 minutes, so you're going to be running at half speed anyway, because the long insert is going to do 15 a minute, so that's fine. Then we need to make engines. Okay, let's have a look at how motors work. Motors. They require steel and electric frames and ceramic parts. Ceramic parts are the one that's confusing me. That requires clay. Do I want to bring clay in on the bus? Or do I want to bring ceramic parts in on the bus? I don't feel like clay's used in anything else. But then I don't feel like ceramic parts. Well, ceramic parts are going to be used in somewhere else, so we could bring in ceramic parts instead and have the clay be made into ceramic parts over there. I think that's going to be the best bet. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best bet for us. We'll bring in ceramic parts. Okay. But you do need steel, which we'll have to bring in as well. That's fine. Steel's not a problem. You do need electric square things. Electric frames. Which is copper and iron frames. Which is easy. That's just copper and iron. And a wire spindle. Okay. Which is a copper slab or 100 copper wire. You need 125 copper wire a minute. You want that. Okay, 6 a minute produces 18. Right. Wow, that other recipe's horrible. 125 copper to produce 8. Oh, no. You make 60 though, and you don't need 60. You only need 5. So this does not need to run at full speed at all. Which is fine, because it's going to run at about half speed, which is making 30 a minute. You only need 5 a minute, so that's, yeah, that's not going to be a major, that's no problem. No problem. So, okay. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. You want to have steel. Ceramic parts come down here, I guess. You want to have steel and copper. We're going to produce iron frames. You're going to produce copper frames. You produce 10 a minute. You produce 10 a minute. You want 15 a minute, but that's fine. You don't actually need 15 a minute, so that's fine. So we want to run steel and ceramic down. I don't know what level. I don't know where they're going to be. I don't have a clue where they're going to be. Really should have just run this up against the back wall rather than doing this. Would have made life a little bit easier. And then more awkward to get up to, but wow, that's as far as I went back. Mining. Oh, I thought this would be loads of space. Although that being said, the factory isn't actually like, it goes up to about here and then stops, and we have got a lot of space this way. So we could very much split the bus and run the bus along here again. You know, some come in over there, some come in over here, do another row and have multiple rows of stuff, especially if I did a vertical bus. So we came down to here. Then put a vertical bus in. Okay, right. So you want steel. Steel is going to be no. No. Iron, copper. I kind of think I want a lantern to be the next one. Even though I built these in such a way that they don't technically connect properly up here, they go under the other ones. I want this one to be at Lantern. That one to be steel. Then we'll do steel and copper. Not that I know where Atlantum needs to go to yet. But in fact, I think Atlantum's only used in one thing. Isn't it? Isn't it only used in the making of these? Yeah. Yeah, Atlantum's only used in the making of advanced circuits. Mm-hmm. Strange. I thought it was used a lot more than that. So you're not using any of these. These require glass and things. Copper slabs and slabs and... Ah, it's also using conveyor belt Mark 3s. So we are going to want it there. Yeah, nothing seems to use advanced circuits. They use processing units, but nothing uses advanced circuits, does it? They weren't a used good. Yeah, there's nothing that uses advanced circuits at the moment. There might be some of the things I need to unlock yet. They use circuits and relay ones. I'm surprised there isn't another science, a green science, which requires the lantern. Right, okay. So we're going to bring a lantern in for 2 things, and that's it. But that's fine. That's fine. So that being said, that is going to be lantern. This one's going to be steel. So I said atom and steel. Okay. And then I don't know about these top 2. Oh, these are going to be slabs, weren't they? Yeah. We'll figure those out later. Going to be figuring a lot of stuff out later. A lot of stuff out later. So here, we want to come down here. Iron, copper, that steel is going to be there. It's going to come down, it's going to bounce over that, and it's going to come to there and stop. You actually want to have a fast inserter. Okay, and then we need ceramic, which is going to have to come down next to it. I don't know where the hell ceramic's going to be. Don't have a damn clue. Yeah, we might put ceramic on one of the lower ones. Because I can't do another higher one. Oh, I really, really, really wish I had started at the bottom and worked my way up. So, you know, iron, copper, whatever the next one was, and then we can just add things onto the end rather than trying to figure it out that way. But yeah, so I am also getting tired because it is late. So let's plug in what would be iron and steel over here. Sorry, iron. Oh god, iron and copper. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. So iron goes there. We can go above it and go copper as well. There you go. Goes to this one. Like that. You need. Let's see a minute. Let's see a minute. Have to have the faster inserters. Okay. And then you will go up to here, and you will come out by one around to there. You only want 15 minutes on each one anyway. That's fine. We're only producing 10 a minute anyway, so that's not really a major problem. So yeah. What you need is a wire spindle, which is going to be made here from slabs, but I haven't figured out a way to bring in anything to the slabs. Oh, the slabs are going to have to come in here. Be from two like that. I'll do that. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this one here. I am yawning. I am yawning. It is 20 past 2 in the morning. It's time for bed. Yeah. I do feel as if I've overcomplicated this whole thing way, way, way more than I should have done because I started at the top and worked down rather than start at the bottom and work way up. That would have made a lot more sense. But I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. Which was very, very foolish of me. But oh well. Oh well. So yeah. So we'll leave this. We'll leave this like it is, and we will come back next time and we will carry on from there. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. I'm gonna go straight out because yeah, it does make it look interesting. I just think what I'd like to do is rather than have the bus start from the top, come down, it just should start from the bottom. So we should have iron down here and copper down here and so on and so forth. So yeah, but I'm going to persist with it. We'll persist with it and we will see what it is. So yeah. And thank you, BitMaven, for the follow. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some more, probably of Techtonica. I'm 90% sure it's going to be Techtonica. I might give the Crust another go, the Crust demo another go tomorrow, depending on if it's still alive or not. I don't know. I might have missed it. If we have, we'll be in Techtonica. If not, we'll go to that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. I'm just going to go straight out. So straight out, straight to bed. That's where I'm going. Until then, as always, have fun.